Lawnmower.
This is my 1997 BMW 318 TDS Touring, and this is my daily driver. M41 BMW diesel engine. We didn't get them here. It's a European only engine. You got about 950 kilometers out of about 50 liters of diesel. So it's fuel sipper. It's awesome. It saves you a lot of money. Being a passenger in this car.
It is really weird. A lot of people
Weird reaching over the other shoulder.
it really is.
Yep.
That's tilt.
That one will slide you all the way back.
Yeah, there we go. He's normal spot.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm one of those people who drives and other people are passengers all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Have you driven right-hand drive before?
once my buddy imported a Skyline
Oh yeah.
from Japan. He didn't have a whole lot of money to spend, so he accidentally bought the lowest model, worst Skyline you could possibly buy with
like
no,
an RB20?
yeah. He went to insure it and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna insure that. He's like, what? And then he couldn't find anybody to insure him, so he drove it the 2 10-day permits, or maybe 3.
That's brutal.
And sold it. Yeah, he got what he paid for it, but the steering is tight. It's like tighter than the Mercedes.
It's towed in quite a bit too.
Okay.
I aligned it with a string and then I realized after I did, I'm like, oh yeah, the rear wheels are staggered. Probably should have towed it out a bit. Since then, I've towed out the right front.
Okay.
Because the steering wheel does sit a bit to the right.
Is that the normal shifter? That's a very short throw.
No, that's a Chinese $15 eBay special.
Nice.
Feels very good though. I like it.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nice and stiff.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's still got the side-to-side play, but
Yeah, that's all right.
they have like a shaft that comes out and the shifter goes through it or something.
Yeah.
And then there's a rod on the selector rod on the bottom.
Yeah.
It has a bushing in it that's worn out.
You consciously have to think that you are on the right-hand side because you're like creeping into that. Making you nervous.
Not really. I've had this car just over a year now.
Okay.
I've owned several other right-hand drive cars too. They just seem to fall into my lap for some reason.
Yep.
I traded a motorcycle for a 96 STI, which was a lot of fun, but only when you're doing things that are illegal. The guy I bought this car from, he sold me a 96 WRX, and it was like almost identical to the STI.
Really?
Different turbo, different ECU, and little minor things here and there.
Okay. And you've got kids?
Yeah, you like the built-in booster seats?
I love that.
20-year-old plus car with built-in booster seats.
Nice.
It's really easy to put it back up.
Okay. It's so cool.
Like most booster seats leave marks in the leather.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have built-in ones, you don't have to worry about the booster seat leaving grooves and dents and marks in the leather. It's really nice.
Very cool. And then one on each side. That's very cool.
And then to protect the carpet down here from kids' dirty shoes, you flip the tray down so it doesn't mar up the carpet. Catches some of the dirt, I think.
I always said that Europe is about 20 years ahead of its time. They're taking their windmills down, we're just putting our windmills up. This is a very average car in UK, right? This is very, very normal, but you drove...
Well, it's got 89, 90 miles on the trip there, and look how much fuel it's used.
Yeah, like on this angle, you're still touching the full. Oh, Cummins has this new 2.8 liter out. It's amazing. They're like, you guys are like 30 years
miles
behind.
per gallon in a truck.
I know.
It's 90 horsepower at 4,400 RPM.
Okay.
And 140 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPM.
So 4-banger?
Yep.
Any overheating issues?
No.
No? Because that fan isn't doing jack. You might as well take that off.
Once. I went on a group drive with a group of Subaru guys. We went to Collingwood, and I don't know if you're familiar with Collingwood. They got that big road that goes up to the top of the hill, all the way up there, basically full throttle the whole time, and it started to overheat right at the top of the hill. So I just backed it off, kept it easy, and hasn't given me a problem since. So I guess it doesn't put out that much heat being a 1.7 liter.
Yeah.
Have you done anything to it, or is this bone stock?
Just fixed stuff, but
Okay.
yeah, it's EGR block off. That's about it.
And it's been in Canada now for 3 years.
2 years.
So your buddy imported it?
Yep.
Okay.
He's planning on importing more cars. He likes to make trips out of it, I guess.
Yeah, well, we're starting to see that too. Oh yeah, it's
It's a little stiff, eh?
It's a little stiff and a little low, yeah. Ricker.
He bought a Ford?
That's too bad. Any problems getting filters and parts and stuff?
Not problems, but kind of on the expensive side if you want to get them at the dealer. Believe it or not, the BMW dealership, I called them asking about parts, and they said, yep, we can get anything you want for that car, but it's going to be 2-week wait to come from Germany. I said, oh wow, that's incredible. I thought they'd be like, yeah, go pound sand. There is aftermarket, but not in Canada.
Okay.
So I just buy them online. It's easier.
Yeah, but you got to think ahead.
Yeah, I have a couple oil filters in stock.
Okay.
The fuel filters the dealer wants $85 for, and the oil filters I think are $45 or $50. I get them through a site called Partsook, I think.
Okay.
At least the oil filters, and they end up being about $32 shipped.
Okay.
Which ain't too bad.
Not the end of the world, no. You make up for it in fuel mileage, eh?
Yeah.
My little Mercedes with the 5-cylinder in it, 2.5.
They sound good, eh?
Yeah, I swear that the gas gauge is broken. Like, I
Because
swear.
it never moves?
I swear it just takes the fumes off the car in front of you and burns that somehow. I got a nice track. I'll have the GTO, but you'll see me bombing around in this clapped out old Mercedes because it's so good on fuel. So how many miles have you put on it since? You've owned it?
I think about 9,000.
So that's not a whole lot of mileage. That's what, 14,
Parked it from
13, 14?
end of October till middle of April.
Summer car.
Yeah, I don't want to drive this thing in the winter. It's rear-wheel drive and it's too low. Last year in April, when we had that last ice storm, there was like this much slush on my street, and I barely made it through the intersection. And I had to shovel the driveway for an hour right down to the pavement to get it back in. Yeah, I got lots of stuff to fix on it still.
Oh, what's left?
Ooh. I don't know if you want to know that list.
Yeah, no, let's hear.
Can you hear the timing chain?
Yeah, that's what that is. I don't know what that is, whether it's
The
like a little leak
tingy
or...
ringy sound?
Yeah.
It's 350,000 kilometers or so.
Yeah,
So I think it's the tensioner might be no more adjustment left on it.
Yeah.
Or the guides are partially worn out or something. It doesn't look too bad to do. It's funny because they put the 6-cylinder version of this motor in a Range Rover P38.
Okay.
So if you ever want to know any info about this motor, it's the easiest to just research a Range Rover P38 because those guys are way more hands-on than most of the European
So like
BMW guys.
the front assembly and everything would all be the same. It's just 2 more cylinders.
Yep, 2 more cylinders on the back. Injector 4 has the sensor wire on it, the same with the 6-cylinder.
I see.
I guess the block, the crank and intake, exhaust manifolds, injection pump head, turbo's different. I think they have the same size piston or whatever in the injection pump. It's a VP37, I think.
Okay.
Same as they have a Mark III Jettas.
It's funny how all the parts are.
Yeah, you gotta know to own one, a car like this. You just have to. Oh yeah, I just installed cruise control. That random red wire in the background there.
Yeah.
It took me hours and hours and hours to figure out how to install cruise control on this because it's not pre-wired for it. Some of them are pre-wired for the cruise control and you literally just buy the stock and then plug it in. This one though, I had to find out where the engine harness connector was and add a wire to it because BMW wants to sell you a like $100 wiring harness that you only need 1 wire from. So you run the 1 wire from the engine connector that's underneath the battery tray
Okay.
over to the steering wheel area, and you connect the 1 wire to the 1 wire on the cruise control stock, and the other wire goes to the 1 wire on the throttle pedal. It's 2 wires.
And they wouldn't have done that standard.
No.
Buggers.
Yeah, once I found that out and ran the wire, it was awesome. You don't even have to turn it on, you just press on the lever and it goes. I guess it just adds resistance between the computer and the injection pump and gives it a signal and tells it to accelerate or decelerate or off or resume.
A medium double and a medium 1 milk, 1 sugar, please.
Got everything.
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how long have you been in the YouTube thing?
4 years now.
It's different, eh?
Yeah, it's a pile of work. So I get bored easy, and the YouTube allows something new every day. It's opened up basically the rest of the world, whereas I would never travel. Now I get to travel, and I get to meet cool people that are all into the same stuff that I am. So you can have a conversation with a complete stranger at the other end of the world and be like your buddies. And it's kind of weird because they know you and you don't know them.
Man.
Yeah.
Do you have a rewards card?
I do, yeah.
I'm gonna have to hold this.
There you go.
I think you got long arms. Eh?
Yeah.
Getting the practice already.
Tell Rob I'm disappointed that he got a Ford. He's the guy behind me. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the Euro cup holders are useless. See the little step in it?
Yeah. That's funny.
The only thing I can fit in there is a McDonald's cup, but you gotta force it in. Oh yeah, I never told you the signals were still on the left.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Most Japanese right-hand drive cars, signals are on the right. When I first drove this, it screwed me up big time.
So what have you done to the car so far? Like,
I have resealed the injection pump. I read that if you pull the head out too far, you got to disassemble it. So I thought, I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to risk it. Reseal all the other covers that are on it.
Nice. There's one thing that I don't really do, and that's injection pumps. I'll do...
oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it apart, but to do the seals, it's not bad.
No? There's a guy that said that in our old shop. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'll do it. Fired it up. The engine ran away and he blew it up.
Nice. See, I marked everything before I took it apart.
You got in a bit too deep. Timed it wrong or something.
Was this one of those no stop signs the other way?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't too bad. I resealed the injection pump. I did basically the whole front end. I just haven't gotten an alignment yet because I'm cheap and lazy. I did the control arms, which is inner and outer ball joints, and the rubber bushing on the back. I got a new mirror on there when I put these seats in. I bought them from a guy in the UK. He was the first person I've talked to that was willing to ship something across.
How much does it cost to ship an interior?
The rear seats and the mirror, I think, were, I want to say $250 to ship. And it only took like 3 or 4 days.
Really?
Yeah.
He flew them.
He said that's the only option in shipping. And I said, yeah, sure, whatever. I like the seats. I wanted them.
Yeah.
He said they're really rare, even in the UK.
You got the fronts and the backs?
No, these are out of another E3060 front seats.
Okay.
The
you just wanted
previous owner put these in.
Okay, you just wanted the booster.
Yeah. I wish I was here when you guys started up that Detroit. I would have loved to have heard that.
It was pretty wild. Was that a little squeal?
The squeak. It's a typical E36 problem. The bushing in the steering column is a little bit toast.
Okay.
All right, Dan. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate appreciate the letting me drive. It always sucks when somebody else is driving your car.
Yeah, it was all right. You did all right. You didn't run into anybody on the wrong side of the road, so we're good.
Right up. If you have a ride that you like, that you want to see on the channel, that you're proud of, that you built, fill out the submission form to get it on the channel. We'll go for a little Timmy's run and check out your ride. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep your eye out for more of these. So here we go.